ticket agent to be by to take our tickets as we go on this fabulous joyride that we call a podcast. We are your pilots. We are what the fellas think. Episode number 47. Y'all, welcome back to another episode of What the Fellas Think. All three of us here forming like Voltron. I'm gonna start it off as usual. This podcast is overseen by my man Roy Tiger Brown. Continue to rest in peace, brother. We miss you, and we do this because of you. How's everybody week been?
Man, too long. I can't wait. I can't wait for the weekend.
I hear
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Roy. I'm the loudmouth. If you don't know by now, you know what? So before we get any further, I know I've been saying some like crazy outlandish shit, but I come to realize one of my aunts, she watches the podcast. So
Are you gonna tame it down now?
a little bit, but I'm gonna still be me. I mean, she knows I curse, but you know, she don't want to hear, you know, me at my worst. So yeah, I might have to tone it down, or block her one.
Brandon. Hey, Brandon, I give it about 15 minutes into the podcast and all that's out the window. 15 minutes max.
So first,
What's the
before we
odds?
first before we start, as I'm changing my ways, I want us to bow our head and honor the new pope, who's a Chicago native,
Yeah.
whose first declaration was putting ketchup on a hot dog a sin. So you will go to hell if you put ketchup on a hot dog now. That's been, Dominus Omitus thing is legit now. But you know what? Again, like I said, I work besides two of the great guys. Guys, this is my favorite catchphrase. I'm speaking of you, not speaking for you. Introduce yourselves.
I guess you already know I'm Brandon. I'm the passionate one. I always
What's
get
your
always get emotional on the podcast, but y'all know me. Y'all know me.
I want to say welcome everybody. I'm the calm, cool, collected one. So once again, welcome, boys. Let's get it.
so what's our first subject?
Oh, we definitely got to talk about this Rodney Hinton Jr. situation. It's crazy. Um, I don't know if you guys have seen the recent police video camera footage. It's kind of grainy.
It was tense as Rodney Hinton's family sat in a sea of law enforcement officers who showed up for his bond hearing. As Hinton approached the podium, his brother comes up on the other side. An officer tugs on his shirt to get him to sit down, resulting in chaos inside the gallery.
I just want my brother to see me.
Officer Carl Beebe says Hinton and his family met Chief Teresa Thigi at 9:30 Friday morning to review body camera footage of his son, Ryan Hinton's shooting death at the hands of one of her officers the day before. By 10:30, Hinton abruptly left the meeting distraught. Hinton ran over Deputy Larry Henderson, who was directing traffic for UC's graduation. Prosecution believes Hinton attacked Deputy Henderson because he was the first officer Hinton saw. The prosecution argued Hinton is a risk to law enforcement and the public. The judge agreed, saying he never seen a case like this.
But they accused his son of pointing a gun at the officer as he running away. Now, he was in a stolen vehicle, or allegedly in a stolen vehicle, and he had a gun, allegedly. You can't really tell from the video. It's kind of grainy, so don't really support or hurt anybody's claim. But you do hear the officer say, he has a gun, on your right, and then you hear the shooting. But you don't see him pointing the gun, even though it's kind of grainy. You can't really make it out. So that part of it, there's a case to be fought there. But with the father, to me, and I'm all for my people, but to me, I feel like he in the wrong here because he killed a 57-year-old retired police officer who had nothing to do with the situation. Nothing to do with the situation. He was doing crowd control, special duty. Nothing to do with the situation. And I get it, right? Lost his son, in emotional distress. You see that. You see an officer, you just want to lash out. And you can even tell by the recent viral videos of him and when he getting sentenced with no bond and all that, and he walk off and looking. You feel the tension through the camera. But to me, I just feel like you're in the wrong here. What y'all think?
So I'll take off right now because Brandon, I 100% agree with you. I think he was in the wrong. I think a lot of our people need more mental awareness. You know what I mean? Because I think of this way. I think we lost two black men over one situation because more than likely he going down for this. You can't justify why he did it, right? So he can't really go to court and say, "Oh, I did this because of my son." Like it's no excuse, you know. And I believe he we basically lost two people because of it. Actually, three now. And as you mentioned, the cop he has nothing to do with what happened with his son. If from what I'm seeing, before he retired, he was a bomb technician, right? Bomb technician. He was never even on the field as like a deputy or a foot soldier. He's bomb technician, and then also he did like they call it deep dive, which is like a rescue. You know what I'm saying? So he had nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? At the least, you know how we treat gang members. You know, if you're gonna get somebody, get your target, right? I
Yeah.
don't condone violence, but this man lost his innocent life. It was an innocent life. He has kids, he has parents, he has a life as well. And I think it was senseless, and I think he should have thought long and hard about that. But to go back on Ryan Hinton, they're saying the car was stolen, but not the stolen that we think about. It was repo stolen. So like you owe some money on your car, they can list that as stolen if you haven't paid for it and they can't find it or can't retrieve it. It's considered stolen. On top of that, I don't believe the he has a gun. That's like a modern day just something you can say. The video don't show enough, but anyone can say he has a gun, right? Like also, I was taught as a kid, like when you fighting in school, right? You can be whooping the guy, but same time you should be saying like, "Hey, get off me!" But you whooping them, right? So the teacher's gonna hear, "Oh, Jeremy said, get off me," but you beating them. You know what I'm saying? So it's a way to protect yourself. So I don't believe, oh, he got a gun. I need to see video proof of that. Even though I still think it's never a good idea to run from a cop. Never a good idea. If you're not doing anything wrong, it's never a good idea. Because things like this happen. And I think the entire situation is unfortunate. And like I said before in the beginning, we lost two senseless lives over one thing. And that's my take.
Totally agree with both of you guys. It was a case of displaced anger, losing his son, and taking it out on an innocent. Totally wrong, but I still kind of marvel at how he was in the courtroom and he walked out with his head up high, even though he had every looks could kill, but he walked out like a G. But in the end, he was wrong. Uh, Displaced energy and took out an innocent life. Like you said, he had a family, father. He was a husband, probably, kids, and he didn't do nothing. He woke up and was the victim of somebody else's actions, which is unfortunate. Yeah, just plain unfortunate. The father was wrong, but I kind of go further than just saying he's wrong. I kind of like want to put myself in his shoes, and I said displaced anger. He was angry. He was hurt. I'm not going to say he wasn't in his right mind. I don't know. He just felt like he felt like an eye for an eye, and he went after the wrong eye. You know, sad.
I 100% agree with both of y'all because it's to me. I know everybody in the media or Twitter finger people out here are saying all type of hateful things and look at black people supporting another killer, another criminal, and all this stuff. We can call out our own. We know what's right and wrong. That stuff don't change. Like people try to walk that line like right is this way or right is that way. Right is right 100% of the time, 100% of the time, and wrong is wrong 100% of the time. And people don't get that. That the moral compass just go out the window. And I, excuse me, I even play that to politics. People think, oh, you're a left, or you're right. No, it's either right or wrong, and you know what's right and wrong. People don't pay attention to that or listen to that moral compass. And to me, I feel like with him, he just saw a police officer and said, "Hey, I'm gonna do this." And to me, it was like an innocent retired guy just doing special duty, and he took him away for no reason. To me,
Yeah.
to me, and I know a
There's
lot
one
of
more.
people may not agree with.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off, Jim. I
No,
know a
go
lot
ahead.
of people may not agree with us, but that is just wrong. At least now I would have had a different opinion had he found the officer who shot his son. Then I understand. Hey, you thinking this out? Hate, you mean hate or anger with anger, and you going right at it. I get it. I get it. But to me, you go all the way out your way. You see an innocent officer not hurting, not harming anybody, doing anything to anybody, but crowd control. And you just take his life. There's no way you can support that.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's one thing I want to add to that because I know the father didn't realize this, but because of this situation, it kind of takes away from his son. Like right now,
Mm-hmm.
if you try to just research Ryan Hinton, right? They're not going to speak about that, about the what happened to that boy behind that dumpster or trying to run away. You're going to see videos of his father. You know, like I spent a couple hours trying to research what really happened to the son. You know, and this here overshadows everything. So even because now everyone's talking about this, but really it should be about what happened to the boy or to the young
Mm-hmm.
man. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
I just think the father didn't realize that, he didn't think it through, and basically what a lot of people do, he crashed out. He crashed out.
Yeah.
You know, but really he could have possibly been getting paid for the wrongdoings that happened to his son, right? But instead, he's about to sit behind bars because of it.
And
That still makes sense.
that's the way you truly hurt. Because they're bad. I mean, let's be real. There are bad police officers all over America. But there
Mhm.
are good ones. There are good ones too. And to me, that's the way you hurt police officers. You hurt the pocket. You want the
So,
bad ones out of there. You hurt that pocket. They're gonna get up out of there. Because if you ain't losing money, it's not gonna happen.
so my question is, the state where this happened in, do they have the death penalty?
I do not know. Let's let's do some quick research on that. Let me see.
All right, that's a great question. That's a great question. Because if they do, it kind of feel like the judge would be incentivized of like giving them that, because you see how many cops showed up, right?
Hmm.
And you know, like judges and policemen and mayors, they kind of work together. You know, like it's one system. You know, so that's a great question. Great question.
Give me one quick second to look it up. Yes, Cincinnati does have the death penalty.
Mm.
So that's a possibility you could be facing them.
Yep, because also it was premeditated. He left the station. He left the station. I think the timeline, they have it in timeline. So he left the station, went somewhere. I think it happened from the time he went to the station to view the cameras until the time he actually hit the cop. It was
Mm.
hours went past, you know? So it wasn't like an instant thing. So they can hit him with first degree premeditation murder. That's a capital murder. And then also a police officer.
Yeah,
It's
that's it's not looking good.
Not
It's
looking
not looking
good for
good
him.
for him. And to me, there's no way he can just claim mental distress or what is it called? Crime of
A passion, crime of passion.
yeah,
He
yeah,
can't because even afterwards he had no remorse.
exactly,
He showed
exactly.
no remorse. Like he walked up to the cops and gave him a smug look, you know. So it's like
Yeah,
he can't even use the crime of passion,
I don't.
you
To
know.
me, it's a sad situation. Like you say, losing the attention on Ryan because that's a case that could be fought right there. That video is not looking good to me on my end for the police officer. It ain't in their favor because it don't show him pointing a gun like they say. Even though it's grainy, you can make it out that he's running from them,
Hmm.
but it don't show him pointing a gun back at him.
I want
And
to apologize for I'm sorry, the technical difficulties. Something's weird's been happening all day. Uh, Went to Starbucks, ordered some coffee. It was cold. I mean, and it was supposed to be coffee. I think the beehive is after me. So
I told you. We told you last episode. Watch your mouth.
they're everywhere. Starbucks, Portillo's, AT&T, they're everywhere. So what state was it in, Brandon?
Ohio.
Do
Ohio.
they have the death
Yeah.
penalty?
Yes, they do.
Hmm.
Yeah. That it's definitely not gonna look good. And me and Jerry were even saying there's nothing he can really claim whether mental distress or crime of passion. There's nothing he can really claim and
No,
have
there's
a
nothing.
leg to stand on.
It's more. It was like it was thought out and planned. It
Mhm.
wasn't like you walked in, you saw somebody stabbing your dog, and you shot him. It's like the next day.
I think not really a lighter subject, but to shed another light on a crime that we just don't understand. The twins in Georgia allegedly committing murder suicide. Now we have a video we're gonna play for y'all. Let me cue that up, share it with you. There we go.
But the family has never believed that. It's now been 52 days since the twins were found. And tonight, this video capturing the twins here behind me is fueling even more questions for this family.
Nothing adds up. Nothing makes sense. You know, I'm even more clueless now.
Samira Bronner and her twin sister Sabria are aunts to Kaidir and Nazir Lewis. They say the brothers appear in surveillance video at this Shell gas station in Lawrenceville on Friday night, March 7th.
At night at 10:30 p.m.
The station sits on Hurricane Shoals Road near Collins Road, just 9 minutes from the family's home.
They pretty much walked inside the gas station, walked out.
Nothing in the video appeared to stand out.
Drinking water, eating snacks, and dressed how they would normally dress.
But 12 hours later, their bodies are found on Bell Mountain, shot. The mountain is nearly 90 miles away.
They were seen here alive at 10. So how did they end up in the mountain?
The family says the twins weren't hikers.
And it's super dark out there. They're not familiar with the roads out there.
And they shouldn't have been in Georgia. The brothers had a flight booked to Boston early that same morning.
But the Uber driver got them there late, so they missed their flight.
Their plane tickets were still in their wallets. What was meant to be a quick trip to visit friends ended with a deadly detour to a remote mountaintop.
I want to know exactly what happened to them. One thing I know for sure, that they did not do nothing to themselves.
The GBI confirming tonight the twins' vehicle was found inside the gates at Bell Mountain. As we've previously reported, those gates are locked at dusk and not reopened, which means they were locked until 8 a.m. And again, the twins were seen here at 10:30 the night before, and their bodies were found at 11 a.m. the next day.
And I'm gonna say it over and over and over again.
on this channel, we hold racist Caucasian people accountable, because if we don't, who will? And before we get in this video,
Now I ain't gonna get into his opinion, but what's y'all thoughts on this case here?
Suspicious.
That's one word. One word.
One word.
I
So-
thought he was gonna go deep.
I did too. So I wanna add a little more context. So they actually, as she stated, they found the twins 90 miles from where they were, right? And as you see, that gas station has a camera. They have cameras, and they haven't released the videos of the cameras. They haven't. The one thing that gets me is in 2025. How do we not have like cameras and somewhere stoplights? You know what I mean? It should be some way to monitor. You know what I'm saying? Like to trace it back. Also, they haven't investigated the Uber driver yet. They haven't. Also, they did bring in a firefighter because he was caught taking pictures of the twins, and he put it online allegedly, right? So they actually took him in for questioning. Also, Airway, if you didn't know, they're calling it a murder suicide because the boys were shot, both shot, and also they have markings to see they were also hanged, if I'm mistaken, right? So hanged, then shot, 90 miles away. All this sounds like Airway says suspicious, right? And yeah.
I mean, I don't know nobody in their right mind, especially those black guys that want to go hiking in the mountains. Ain't no damn pitch black. That suspect.
I just don't understand how they car got inside the gate. Like I don't understand that thing. It had to be somebody that has ties to that area, some way, or some type of key or something. Because how did they car get inside the gate? It's too many questions with this case, and to me, they shouldn't even be claiming murder suicide because you don't know nothing. Like there's too many questions.
Hey, we 9 minutes away from home. Hey, but let's drive 90 miles and go hiking in the dark, even though we got to go to Boston in the morning. I'd rather take that stroll, brother. Get the fuck out of here.
two city boys.
Right.
City boys. That
Yeah.
don't make no sense. That don't make no
So-
sense.
Also, Brandon, to label it murder suicide, I thought nowadays with our technology, we're able to pinpoint if somebody commits suicide. It'd be a close range shot. It'd be gunpowder on your hand. It'd be a lot of stuff going on, right? So we haven't heard anything about the autopsies. You know what I'm saying? We haven't heard that. Haven't
So
heard any
they both were
autopsies.
hung, right?
They both were tongue, and they both have gunshot wounds.
So allegedly, one shot and hung his brother, and then he jumped in to hang himself and shot himself at that perfect moment during the struggle of something wrapped around your neck.
Yeah.
Suspect.
It sounds kind of crazy.
And if they gonna say murder suicide, they would immediately put out they found a gun with gunshot residue on such and such hands. Like they didn't say none of that, so it just don't make sense to me. It just don't make if you out.
I mean,
No, I
like
was gonna
if it's a gunshot, let's say they chose one of the brothers and said, "Oh yeah, he put the gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger." Okay, so for him to do that, he had to do this. They'd have to be gunpowder residue in the corner of his hands, on his wrist, probably on his face too, or if it's on the side of his head, there should be gunpowder, residue on his shoulder, in his, suspect.
What was you gonna say, Jim?
I'm trying to see if the gun was ever retrieved. Did anyone? I'm not sure. I don't see anywhere if they said they found the gun or not.
That I haven't seen.
Yeah,
that.
explain
that. That's one thing that would be there more than likely is the weapon.
Right.
It just don't make sense, and I get extra suspicious when it's Georgia because we all know what Georgia is known for. If it wasn't for a video, we wouldn't even know about them beating and shooting a man on the side of the road. So that's if it wasn't for a video, that's the crazy part in Georgia. So I don't trust nothing that Georgia PD has to say. Nothing, because it's very suspicious and they known for stuff. I don't even know if anybody live in that area. Definitely keep the pressure on them. You know, share this video. Keep the pressure on them because that can't go unanswered.
No, fuck that. I'll deal with the beehive. You have racist ass Georgia cops come to your house. I can deal with the beehive. They risk a limb.
Hey, we gonna see Elroy on Twitter hanging from his ankles.
No, they're gonna have me. It's gonna be some video camera. Do it now, boy. All the single ladies. All the They're gonna make me do the whole routine.
Hey, Beehive, we in no way associate with. We do not want the smoke. We're not Tommy out.
Georgia cops, I'm gonna post Brandon's address right here. Help me out here.
Yeah, it's cool.
No.
It's cool. It's cool.
No, it's not.
We're gonna move into a lighter subjects. Definitely, shine some light on some cases that we thought were very important. But let's talk about some top 5 movies that we all excited to see. Which one of us want to go first?
Oh, I can go first. I got my list right here. Well, first off, Thunderbolts. I saw that last week. I don't know if you're ready to talk about that, but
I
really highly anticipated movie. Uh, one of the best Marvel movies, honestly, since Endgame.
I
I
agree with you
honestly, the best
100%.
movie since Endgame. Uh, Took us through a couple of excuse me, I'm having some issues with my voice. Uh, a couple of surprises, but again, I don't care how terrible I think it is. If it's a Marvel movie, I'm gonna go see it because somehow, some way, it all connects. I mean, you even had to see the internals because there were some things that connected it to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, yeah, Thunderbolts was awesome. My other four, obviously, if I want to see the Thunderbolts, it's got to be Fantastic Four: First Steps.
Mm.
Uh, I like the first Fantastic Four movie. Uh, didn't I watched enough of the second one to know I didn't like it, and then the third one with Michael B. Jordan, totally didn't watch it because I had questions with the previews. I was just like, you know what, this doesn't make sense. Not going to see it. Um, Superman, definitely looking forward to seeing Superman.
Okay.
Final Destination, they're coming out with another one. It's called Bloodlines, and Mission Impossible: The Reckoning. I remember going to see the first Mission Impossible movie with Tom Cruise, and ever since then I've been hooked. I mean, the guy does his own stunts.
Crazy, crazy.
Yeah,
I saw that man break his ankle jumping across from a roof and still went going. didn't even flinch.
yeah. It was like his adrenaline was
Yeah.
was kicked in. Yeah,
Mm.
and him and Jackie Chan, crazy motherfuckers. But that just shows you how committed Tom Cruise is to the craft. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
he learned how to fly planes. I mean, he does it all. So you got to kind of respect the guy, even though I think this should be the last one. But we'll go into that little subject later. So yeah,
Mm.
those are my top 5: Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Superman, Final Destination, and Mission Impossible.
I got really 6. I got a special mention. I'm gonna just start with the special.
Smurfs.
The special. No, I'm gonna just start with the special mention. Black Panther 3. And the only reason I'm really excited about
Okay,
that,
so you're not listening to the rules.
I'm sorry, it's a special mention. I know.
Wait, what's
I
the,
know.
what's the rules?
We had
What's the rules?
We're only talking about the summer movies for now, between
Yeah.
the months of
Oh,
May and August.
oh yeah, I ain't know about that either.
I had to mention it because I was excited about reading that Blue Marvel might be in this movie. So that's the only reason that's a special mention. I just want to mention that.
He going way off into the future.
Yeah.
I want to see Friday the 13th Part 20.
I just had to mention
Jason's
it
in a nursing home.
because Blue Marvel is one of my favorite superheroes, other than Static Shock. But that's why I had to mention it. But
I thought Handyman was your favorite hero.
nah, fella, nah, I don't know what you. I told you stop. I told you stop going to Diddy house. He didn't mess with your mind. Let me get my top 5. See, Roy done threw me off. My first one is the
Sex and the City 3.
No. The Accountant 2. Ben Affleck. Yeah, and I always pronounce his last name Betron. I always pronounce his name wrong, but those are like two action guys that I can like really watch, and they do so much technical scenes and real training. They awesome to watch, and I love watching they banter throughout that movie. So I love seeing that. So The Accountant 2 is definitely one that I definitely can't wait to see. Roy had mine already, Final Destination Bloodlines. That's because it seems like they're going back to the original movie. So that's what I like to see. That all that stuff in between with all the fake scenes and fake blood and all that, the CGI stuff, I didn't like that. Now
So to jump in real quick, if anybody doesn't know what Final Destination is, it's the movie that told you to never drive behind the truck that's carrying logs.
Yes, that's awesome. It seems like it's gonna be an awesome movie, so I can't wait to see that. My second one is another one Roy has as well, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. And just because I'm a fan of Tom Cruise, man, it's just awesome to see him take his craft so serious, and what he put on screen is, you can tell he giving his all, no matter what it is. So it's awesome to see that. And my fourth one is Karate Kid Legends, just because that's I'm a kid at heart. I love seeing Jackie Chan, Russo on there, the wax on, wax off. I love it. I love seeing that, and just seeing that they can combining generations here and showing honoring the original film with Mr. Han. I love it. I can't wait to see that. And my final one is Predator, Killer of Killers. I can't wait to see that because I love watching the Predator movies because it shows like awesome like survival skills and just going against an alien. It's like it's kind of the comic book nerd in me gets excited when I see it. So
don't get me wrong, but isn't they making him out to be like the hero of the movie?
No, from what I read, he basically gonna go against 3 people that are like warriors that they've stolen from generations. One's like a Viking, the other one's a ninja, the other one's like from war. A ninja. A ninja. Man, a ninja. And then the third one's like a soldier from one of the wars, I forget. But they're bringing them together and they go against him. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice.
So is this the first one where a predator actually talks? Because I haven't seen the last couple of Predators.
From what I can tell, just from looking at the trailers and stuff, from what I can tell, it's gonna be some type of voice or language coming out. Yeah. So those are my 5 there.
So based on the rules, I really only have one.
So you know what? He broke the rules, so going right ahead.
So I only have one, and I actually watched The Accountant 1 last weekend. So I'm going to see Accountant 2 tomorrow. So I'm really excited to check it out. You know what I'm saying? But the real one I want to see is, as you guys may not know, I am a huge Will Smith fan. A huge Will Smith fan. So in 2026, I can't wait until I Am Legend 2 is coming out. I wanna check him out because I'm a big Will Smith fan. So for me is my one I want to see. That's the one I really want to see.
Hey,
And let me
Jeremy.
tell you about him being a Will Smith fan. One
Yeah.
day at work, he just walked up to me, nothing said, and smacked the shit out of me.
Hey, I was just about to say, keep my wife's name out your
Yeah.
Hey, so you said something, and I really got to
Yeah.
understand. You say you're going tomorrow, and of course, right now, everybody doesn't know we're taping on a Friday today. So you're going on a Saturday. Doesn't the crowd bug you, annoy you?
It depends
No.
on what time you go.
Yeah.
You
I
may not
normally
get a
pick
crowd.
yeah. I normally pick either early, like early time, or like a late time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I pick like a low key theater. So it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like solo in there basically.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate crowds, so I'll go see a movie if it's released. It comes out Thursday night. I'll go see that Thursday night. Or last couple of weeks, I've been to a Tuesday showing, and that's kind of cool. There's no crowd there. I hate crowds at movies,
I agree.
Yeah, yeah. It's always something extra when you got a bunch of people. But now
especially
we
when you're in
gotta.
the hood theater. Motherfucker, watch out, dumbass. The fuck, talking to
Ro-
the talking to the screen.
you can tell Roy is speaking from personal experience.
Put the crack pipe down and share with me.
Now we should go into movies that we think should not be remade, and I'll
Okay.
start
Go
because
ahead.
mine is one you will not expect. Pulp Fiction, and it's not what the reason you think. It's because that's a trash ass movie. I really cannot stand Pulp Fiction. It is a horrible,
You hate
horrible
you
movie.
hate
Maybe because
number
you don't
one?
understand it.
You
I,
wait, hold
I,
up.
I
You hate the
hate,
first Pulp Fiction?
I hate Pulp Fiction.
Maybe
That's
because you didn't
What?
understand it. Maybe I got to talk you through it. Why? Because it was
Talk me
out
through
of
it.
because it was because
Talk
it was
me
out
through
of
it.
because it was out of order. Don't
No,
bother you.
no.
You still
It's
trying to
just
figure out what's in the suitcase.
no. I'm trying to figure out why butt plugs and mouth balls came into the no. But
So that one scene ruined it for you.
no. It's just
Oh, that
I
that one turned you
I
on.
no man. What is you on? I told you stop hanging with Diddy, man. He didn't change you, man. He changed you.
Man, you keep saying that. Have you seen him lately? His hair is like completely gray. They done stressed him the fuck out.
There's I don't know if you guys are aware, but in the Diddy trial, and just a side note, but now they may not have the key witnesses to when they go to trial, saying they won't come forward. They can no longer contact.
They're
So
trying
they
to
fear.
discredit. They're trying to
Yeah.
discredit Cassie as a
Yeah,
witness too.
yeah, yeah. But back to the original. It's just I'm not a fan of that whole story to me. I just feel like it could have been done a little bit better, a little bit cleaner to me. Even with all of the raunchy stuff is fine. But the whole storyline to me is crazy to me. Just my opinion. No, y'all got y'all.
Jeremy?
I'll take off. Okay. So for me, I have three. I have The Matrix. I didn't like seeing the other. Wait, I like two, but after that, I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? So I would say Matrix is one. As a childhood, Home Alone is the second one, and then Beetlejuice is another one.
Oh, That's one they
Beetlejuice.
Totally wasn't expecting that from you.
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
They should have never touched Beetlejuice. That was terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
So I got one
Terrible.
that's a classic. They should never redo the Warriors. Leave it the fuck alone. Don't even
I
think
like that.
about it. And it's been rumored over the years about them doing a remake. Leave it the fuck alone. Don't taint the legacy.
I like that. I like that one.
So we had a third kind of chapter to this subject about movies that had that went on longer than they should have.
Oh,
And I can almost imagine at least two of us are going to say the same thing, but we'll see. Well,
you want me to go first? Or you
go ahead.
The Fast and Furious franchise.
Yep, that's mine too. Yeah.
But I'm so invested in it that as soon as they put out another one, I'm going to see it. I mean, where they really just lost it was that one scene towards the end on the runway. That was like a 30-minute scene. I'm like, then they going top speed too. I'm like, that's a long ass runway. That's a real motherfucking long runway.
The one that lost me was the redirection of the missile with one arm. The Rock.
Oh.
That I was like, come on, man. Come on. If you're gonna make it a Marvel movie. I'm sorry. Hey, I know the Rock think he's strongest, and he probably is. But he ain't that damn strong.
Right.
Because a missile will take off your whole left side.
It'll pull you with it.
Exactly. But that is just one. It got too cheesy and it got away from the original, what it was.
Street racing.
Yeah. It got away from that to other stuff. And that wasn't cool to me.
Now, I'm surprised all three of us chose the same one. I knew there'd have probably been two. But like I said, I'm still invested, so I still go see them. So there's talks about, if you saw Fast X, that they're just gonna scrap that whole storyline because it didn't do too well at the box office. I'm like, fuck it. You started it, you need to finish it off. But it is gonna go back to the essence, which is street racing, and they're gonna bring back what's his face brothers to be stand-ins and use CGI and stuff to put him in the movie. I say leave him out, but
Yeah, let his legacy be where it's at. And I feel like they can tarnish it.
Yeah.
I think it's time we get into our sports segment here.
Let me before we go into the actual games, shout out to my man Paul Pierce for keeping it 100. He talked a real mean game and he backed it up. He backed it up. 20 miles in a row. Now, I know he had shoes on, but you can't expect the man to be barefoot. It took him 7 hours to do 20 miles. But shout out to that man for keeping his word. He was real adamant about it too. I mean, he was more confident than Brandon would be about.
Oh man,
he was confident. He was confident.
He quadrupled down. Shout out to him.
Is that your shocker right now in the second round? That the Boston is down 2-0?
Yes.
I think my shocker is not Golden State. The Nuggets in the OKC. OKC seems to be Nuggets seem to be overmatched because you can tell by the shooting, the speed of the game, they seem to be overmatched, and I'm shocked to see that. They should be down.
Did you hear? And I refuse to say his name. 0 for Boston. when he shot that last shot that he shouted Kobe.
Is that true? Like, is that really
is
true, or is
that
it like,
true?
I
Is
don't
that
know?
true?
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
know.
think that. I don't think
I don't
that's.
think so.
And I don't mean in a sense like, oh, Kobe. He's like, Kobe.
I I hope that's not true, man.
Yeah,
I
you
hope
can't
that's not
miss.
true. Well, you can't turn the ball over. He turned the ball over. Listen and shout Kobe.
Yeah.
That's you
Nah.
can't do that. You can't do. And the bad part about that, they were up 20 points in that game,
Mm-hmm.
and they were up 20 points in the game prior too. And that's the bad part about it. You shouldn't even be losing these games. But it's turnovers and trying to shoot 3-point shots that are killing them.
Did you see the
Like they,
statistics in the two games? They went 25 for 100 in 3-point attempts.
that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
That's
Like
why they're losing fans right now. You shouldn't have 100 attempts in 2 games.
um, Rudy Gay, retired now, but he says the NBA looking at that game, the NBA doesn't know what to do in the mid range anymore. Like the average player doesn't know what to do in the mid range anymore, and it's looking true because like all they doing is step back threes. Like they don't even post up, turn around, fades. The old Rip Hamilton moves off the screen. They
No,
don't. They ain't
even
doing
Steph
it.
Curry's got to be like, man, leave my shit alone. I do this. I do this. I do this right. Stop trying to be me, ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, because they look bad. They look bad, especially when you go 4 for 19. I'm like, come on, man, you can't be that. And back-to-back nights.
So back to speaking of Golden State, Curry's out for at least the next 3 games with the hamstring injury. Uh, they needed to be healthy for them to be contenders. Um, the only bad thing I'm going to say is, man, that Jimmy Butler, you thought you had a winning team.
Hey, they
But
can still do it because the Wolves you can tell the immaturity on their side. They're a little young. Still, but the talent's there. Talent wise, they should run the board the next 3 games here. They should run the board, but I don't think they will because they're a little immature still. I didn't like Anthony Edwards smiling after losing game 1. I didn't like that. He was laughing basically. He was struck and still had a smile. He didn't have that intensity that I'm normally see from him, and I don't like that. To me, because they should wipe the floor with them. Draymond Green, no way Draymond Green should be hitting threes and coming down the lane on you. No way. I know Jerry making a face, but no way. They should wipe. They should wipe the floor with them. Curry out. They should wipe the floor with them.
No, bro. I told you before, with Curry, it'd be a different series. I said that last week, but now since he's out now, it's over. But matchups makes the game, man. With Curry, man, the style of play Warriors do is it's a hard matchup for the Timberwolves. I think they got bailed out. It would have been a lot tougher for them with Curry, but we're here now, so. But I'm shocked about the entire East. Like, don't forget Cavaliers also down 0-2.
Oh
And
yeah.
in both games, Indiana came back from down 20 to win with a buzzer beater for game 2. Like, that's insane. Like, and that's the number 2 team in the league,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
like overall number 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then down 0-2 is, I don't know.
Well, I
well, I
don't think.
mean, come playoff time, the intensity grows.
It
You could be
grows.
number
Yeah.
1, number 2, playing against number 7 and number 8. If they got that fire, they gonna give it to you.
Is the Cavaliers ever been to this point before?
They won
Second
a
round?
championship.
No, this Cavaliers team.
Oh,
This
this team, yeah.
Cavaliers. Yeah. They've
No.
been to this point before?
No, they haven't.
No.
Yeah,
No.
so inexperience is playing a role in that too. That's why I worry about with OKC, but OKC seems to be they should be up to 2-0-2, but they seem to Nuggets seem to be overmatched because they running the board with them scoring easily. I don't know if y'all watched them 2 games, but that's the one I'm shocked to see. I would have thought the experience would trump them.
Wait. Are you saying OKC same inexperience?
No, I'm saying the Nuggets seem to be overmatched by OKC's talent.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I thought the Nuggets experience would have closed the gap, but it ain't. It don't seem like that. Seem like they can.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
It might be OKC in 5.
So who do we got? Okay, the Boston Pacers series.
Boston Knicks.
That's what I'm with the Knicks. Yeah. Who do you think's gonna win?
I think Boston's gonna come back. 7 games in 7.
Okay. Pacers and the Cavaliers.
I say Pacers in 6.
Golden State and Minnesota.
You know my saying, Wolves in 5. It don't matter if it's Ant-Man, Superman, Batman. Wolves in 5.
And who is it? OKC and who?
OKC and the Denver Nuggets.
Who do you got?
Whew, it's tough, man. I picked the Nuggets to go to the finals, so I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
Nuggets in 7.
Brandon, you don't have to stay with it because you picked it, bro. You can switch, bro.
Nah, I'm confident.
Come on, 7.
I'm confident. I'm riding with it. I'm riding with it. Nuggets in 7. What's your picks, Jeremy?
Okay, so let me see. I'm going actually. I said before Lakers and Celtics in championship. I didn't think Knicks was going to be playing like this with the Celtics. So I don't think I don't think they're coming back from this down 0-2. So I'm gonna ride with the Knicks.
Okay.
For the Cavaliers and Pacers, I'm going with Pacers. For Timberwolves and Warriors, luckily Steph Curry's out, so I'm going with Timberwolves. Then I'm going with OKC. So that's why I'm excited to see OKC versus Ant-Man. That matchup with SGA versus Anthony Edwards, that's gonna be a movie. Watch.
Okay.
I got Pacers, Boston, Golden State, and OKC. No, not OKC. I'm sorry, Denver.
Denver?
Yeah, see? and Wolves in 5. It don't matter if it's Shannon Sharp or it's OnlyFans.
You bogus, bro. You bogus.
Let me I'll stop. Roy been messing with me all night.
Speaking of Shannon Sharp, right quick, his club Shay Shay, he be having some real good interviews, I must say. I think the first one that did it for pretty much the majority was the Cat Williams interview. But as of recently, he's done Marlon Wayans, which I thought was real great. He's did Damon Wayans, and his latest one is with Bow Wow, and I'm real curious to watch that because Bow Wow is still walking around like he's relevant. So,
Jesus.
I'm being honest.
Dang, fella. He only 2 years younger than LeBron.
Well, at least LeBron has a skill.
Bow Wow got
he got a skill too, bro.
He got a skill too. He knows when to shut up and let Jermaine Dupri write his rhymes.
Come on, bro. You can't.
He done bagged some bad chicks.
Dang,
You
did Bow
can't
Wow steal your girl in high school or something, man? Why you doing
some
like this? Why
you
doing
can't take away, bro. Like he was still one of the youngest person to go like pop.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like he was what, 8, 9, you
yeah.
know?
He was
Yeah,
So
Justin
but
Bieber before Justin
again,
Bieber.
I mean, but you know what? To me, it's like every he didn't write his rhymes.
the
I
boy was
mean,
8, he was 8 years
He was
old.
he,
Like,
he was self
8 years old, man.
he was a puppet.
But
yeah,
it's
but
hard to be a puppet though. You can't
yeah,
just write rhymes somebody and then expect them to blow up.
yeah.
You gotta have a little bit of X factor too.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
He had that.
his gimmick was he should have been in bed, but he was at performing concerts. That was his gimmick. Uh,
Hey, did
I
he
actually
steal your
heard
girl, man? We
no,
got, we got.
I'm just really calling it like it is. I mean, I heard actually this is about a week ago. So there was a soundtrack called Murder Was a Case, which Death Row did. And at that moment, he was supposedly going to be signed to Death Row. I actually heard a song that was supposed to be on the Murder Was a Case soundtrack. And Corrupt, one of the guys from the Dog Pound, wrote it. And I heard it and it just didn't sound right. It was this squeaky little girl voice talking about doing drive-bys and hitting switches. And that just goes to show you if you're gonna write rhymes for somebody, make it relatable. This kid couldn't stay up past 10:30 talking about doing drive-bys and smoking weed. You know, it's just unrelatable.
Yeah, it's not gonna be believable. It's not gonna be believable, and that's the problem with it. That's the problem with it. But he should have stuck to what he was. You know, like Lil Romeo, but should have stuck
Well,
to what he
no,
was.
I just, and that's a good example. Little Romeo, they all had their little cutesy factor, and then it's like they grew up.
Yep.
I think he had better songs as a kid than he did as an adult.
I think Bow Wow should have stayed in movies. Like when he started touching
Yep.
movies,
Mm-hmm.
he should have stayed there. You know what I'm saying? And do actually he could did both because he had a fan base until at least about like 14, 15, and then it started to change. But his fan base grew with him until a certain point, and they dropped off.
Right? I agree. He should have stayed with movies. So he did do one thing that was smart. So he actually auditioned for the part in Big Mama House too. He was going to be the other sidekick in drag. And I forgot who and this is on the Shannon Sharp interview. He
What?
he called somebody to ask him about advice. He said, "Are you still going to record?" They was like, "Yeah." He said, "That's the first thing they're going to do when they go after you is talk about how you was running around in a dress." He said, "So pick one," and he let the other dude get it.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
No,
You
that
don't
was
want that.
smart. That was
You don't want
Yeah.
smart.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
I
like,
feel like that time it was a lot of that going on. Like when it was Martin Lawrence, Tyler Perry, and all that. I didn't
oh,
like
that
that
was
to
that
me.
was going back on since the '70s.
Yeah.
Flip Wilson, and I hate that especially black comedians, I'm going to put it out there is all of them had to at some point dress in drag. This is like you don't have to do that.
Mm. There's other ways to be funny to me. That's why I like Dave Chappelle so much. Never fold. Never fold. And he's still legend.
Oh yeah,
Untouchable. Untouchable. Legend.
right quick, and I know this comes out of nowhere. Mount Rushmore comedians.
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh. You wanna go first, Jeremy? You want me to go first?
So I'll go first. You know what? I'll say one, and we can do like a round robin. Then y'all say y'all
Okay.
one and come back
Okay.
too. How that sound, Elroy? Okay,
That work? That
Right?
work.
that cool. All right, I'm gonna start off with Red Fox,
Bernie Mac.
Richard Pryor.
Eddie Murphy,
Oh, dang. I was gonna say Eddie Murphy too. So that's
Chappelle.
Mm.
Let me see who else. Have y'all? He's probably a sleeper. Like he's literally my favorite entertainer all around. But I really appreciated Jamie Foxx stand up.
Mm.
Yeah, I appreciate that one. Okay.
I was gonna say Michael Colley, but a lot of people don't know him. So, but he done wrote a lot of jokes for a lot of people. He been in the game a long time.
So I'm gonna deviate from the color spectrum. Bill Burr.
That's next. That was next.
Okay.
Bill Burr was next. He's hilarious.
I like that one. Yeah, I like
He's
that.
hilarious. That was my next one. Yeah.
I like that one. I like that one.
I think I'm all out without seeing the list. Yeah.
You all out? You ain't say nobody said Cat Williams or nothing?
I don't think Cat Williams is funny, really.
I think he's funny, but I don't think he's not in my GOAT category, but he's funny though.
I don't know. Well, he wasn't on my list either, but I'm just saying nobody said him. And he's I mean, he's funny. I mean, he did dominate an era for a little bit there. Nobody said Kevin Hart or anything. I don't think Kevin Hart funny though.
Guess what? Kevin Hart is, and I'm sorry, and I'm calling it like it is. Kevin Hart is now white funny. When he first started out, yeah, he was funny. Is his style? He's white funny now.
Oh, all right. Well, mine is and people may not agree with this. Is Sinbad. I love this stand up. Love his stand up. I can laugh at all.
No,
that's
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I know. My list: Bernie Mac, Sinbad, Eddie Murphy, and Michael Collins. That's my goats right there.
Okay, I go with mine. Eddie Murphy, Red Fox, Richard Pryor. Who else I got? Jamie Foxx. I forgot my fifth. What was my fifth?
Dave Chappelle.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, he crack it. He crack it. No,
I'm
gonna take him. I'm gonna take him out. I'm gonna put Bill Burr up there. That's my fifth.
Okay.
That's my fifth.
So I got Chappelle, Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor is fucking hilarious. Bill Burr, and lately I've been listening to a lot of Lavelle Crawford.
Oh, you taking Dave Chappelle off your list?
No, Dave Chappelle's still on there.
Oh, okay.
I've been listening to a lot of Lavelle Crawford, and he's funny. He cracks me up. And not to say that he should be my fourth one. Let's call him an honorable mention. I would probably go with Red Fox as my fourth one.
Red Fox, my man.
No, see, when you first said it, I was just like, yeah, on TV he's funny, but I remember watching the stand up.
He had stand up, bro.
Yeah, he was fucking hilarious too.
Wasn't not to win in the fun facts segment yet, but throw out a fact though. Wasn't Red Fox one of the first comedians to do the album?
Yep.
I don't know.
I think he was. The first. Let me see. I think he was the first one to do like a comedy album.
I mean, if you want to say black, yeah. I know Steve Martin was doing comedy albums too.
On the vinyl? I thought it was Red Fox was the first. I thought Red Fox. Let me see who was. Let's see.
No, he wasn't the first. He was not.
So while they're searching, me and my graphic designer are gonna have
Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. It seems like you on that Orlando Brown stuff. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Hey, Brandon.
The jokes you crack, you know they name so well.
Hey, Brandon, it's funny because in Elroy's corner it's a mic too. You see that mic?
Hey,
so please
Brandon,
put the Orlando Brown right after, right after that, bro. The small
Oh
clip
no.
of Orlando Brown.
But you talking into that big black apparatus. 1, 2, 1,
Man,
2.
now I gotta
Is it
I
is
gotta
this
take this
thing on?
down. Now I
Me
gotta
too.
take this
Look,
down.
look.
Yeah, I gotta move this. Gotta move this. Move
Y'all look like y'all both got a gorilla at your house.
it.
Mr. Gorilla, we didn't want to fight you. We want to love you.
Hey, Brandon, please put that clip up right afterward, bro.
Hey, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Hey, ain't it crazy how the gorilla man versus gorilla became such a big thing, a viral thing? People were really serious about this.
Trying
They
to
were like,
really,
yeah,
trying to really philosophize about how to make it possible to beat the gorilla. Yes, it's like a whole bunch of kids. Who do you think is faster, Flash or Superman? That's the equivalent that grown folks are having to go. You think 100 people can beat a gorilla? Where the fuck you get that from? Pass me some of that shit.
hey, I saw one guy break it down in waves. He said the first wave gonna contain some heavy hitters. You know, some track people. You know, Noah Lyles and all the athletes. You know, LeBron James. That'll be the first wave. The second wave gonna be people like Mike Tyson, Aaron Donald, the real heavy hitters. And then he went into the third wave, gonna be the people like Ray Lewis, you know, Vince Wilfork, you know, Warren Sapp. He broke it down like that. I was like, they still getting their ass whooped. They still, I keep telling people a gorilla is strong as hell. In the moment he grabs you, your bones getting crushed. Now, I will say a gorilla is not a violent animal, but you provoke any animal, you're going to get violent. You're going to get violent. And it's going to be a quick ass messing with a gorilla. It's gonna be...
That's why it's 100 of them. A few, you're going to have to take that L just to slow him down so the big people can get around his neck, pull his legs, get him down on the ground, whatever. I'm telling you, this is a strategy.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be that 100 person to watch out, get y'all ass and leave. Tell you right now.
He's gonna chase after you. He's gonna be so geeked up, he's chasing you.
Nah, well, I'm gone. I'm gonna watch out from 10 miles away. I think it's time we go into our fun fact segment. Jeremy, you want to go first, or should I go first?
That's cool. I can go first.
Okay.
I actually did mine on like the medical field. Fun facts. So I did like I was researching like how much does hospitals charge us for like whatever produce whatever compared to how much it actually costs, right? So like like the saline bags that we use to like to get more the bags they hang for you to get dehydration. Yeah. So a 1 liter bag, it costs they charge on average 8,000 to 16,000 per liter, right? So one bag's 1 liter. A retail price based like on the store is $40. Production cost is $10. So that's a huge markup. I'm gonna give you one more. Ibuprofen, like one pill, 200 milligrams. The hospital charge $5. The retail price is 2 cents. The production cost is 1 cent. So that's a 14,000% increase. Let me give you one more. What they call this? Okay, the alcohol prep pads, a pack of like 24. The hospitals charge like $100. The production cost is 2 cents. So they making money. They making cash.
Ain't that crazy?
Office.
Ain't that crazy?
If you think you're going to the hospital, you should have a bag pre-packed with saline, your blood, ibuprofen, all that shit. Bring your own bed sheets.
Ain't
Hey,
that crazy?
So
and bring your own
That's
yeah, what?
frozen meals too.
ain't that
Yeah.
crazy how they make drug dealing is illegal, but it's highway robbery all the way around. Cause ibuprofen,
Mhm.
whether it's you getting diabetic medicine, you getting blood pressure medicine, it's highway robbery all around. And you got insurance, but you still got to pay $200-300, $1,500. Some
Yeah.
insurance is it's ridiculous. That whole thing is ridiculous. Highway
So
robbery all the way around.
so I got one more, and our title is like weird things the hospital charge you for, and one brand you know about this. I thought it was kind of weird. I heard of it, but they call it skin to skin contact after birth. They charge you for that. I didn't know that. Like they actually charge you to hold your baby. You know, I thought that was kind of crazy. Also they got one. It's titled gown usage fee, right? And it's
Pack your own
reported to
gowns.
charge. It's reported to charge between 40 to 120, and these gowns are disposable, right? So I'm pretty sure it's the little thin ones, and it probably costs production cost to make $1, maybe not even, you know. So 120. Yeah, that's a
Highway robbery all the way around.
That's a good
yeah.
bunch of facts to bring up. That's
Oh
crazy.
wait, let me get one more. I just found another one is the title is a crying fee. It's a real thing. You can look it up. In the ER, if a child is crying, they can call like emotional behavior, and they charge you for that. So yeah, that's the ones.
Man,
That's
fuck the
crazy.
kids.
My fun facts is about the movie industry, and it's crazy how it's heading towards AI. AI is taking over everything. They're using AI to do voice doubles, and they're doing AI to write scripts. So a lot of these movies out here is written by AI, which is crazy. Which is crazy. Um, One thing they have now is they're making uh, actors sign digital twin contract, which is basically after they pass, they use their likeness in movies after they death, which which is crazy.
So it's funny that you mentioned that. Robert Downey Jr. has a clause in there that they're not allowed to use his likeness in the event of his death. And so that was actually the reasoning behind the 2023 screenwriters strike is they wanted to use like one time, like they take your likeness and they'd record it and then they'd reuse it again and just put you in a crowd and then they'd have a crowd of people. That way they don't have to pay nobody again. So that's one of the things they were striking against. Yeah, AI is the devil.
Yeah, they some actors that have signed this is Tom Hanks, Ben Affleck, uh, what is this? Al Pacino.
Sound
Some
for it or sound against it?
signed for.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. So after they death,
I
this is
guess I guess they trying to get generational wealth passing along to future generations. That but yeah.
it is a contract base, so I guess you have to pay to use their likeness. So it's a thing that's going around, but it did list a couple of these actors that have agreed to do this. And my last fun fact is basically I just looked up who won the most Oscars. Who was and you'll be surprised to know it's a person that we watch all the Disney movies, but it's Walt Disney. He's won 22 Oscars. And I went and looked at some of the movies and I'm like, well, I ain't heard none of this is before my time. This is before my time. I ain't gonna name them because it's like I don't know none of these movies. So, but he won the most Oscars in Hollywood history.
So I don't have any fun facts.
That's it's all good, fella. We I think now we go into our gentlemen's club. I'm sorry, and not the club y'all thinking of. Get your minds out the gut. Get your minds out the gut.
We're getting into style status symbols, the pieces that let the world know you're a man of taste, confidence, and presence. Because real style isn't about flexing logos or chasing trends. It's about elevated essentials, attention to detail, and carrying yourself like a grown man. These are the things that separate the boys from the men. So if you're looking to build a wardrobe that speaks before you do, sit back and take notes as we break down 11 of the top men's style status symbols. Now, if you're new here, welcome, Jeff, your style OG. On this channel, we discuss various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. If any of all those topics interest you, I invite you to subscribe, tap that notification bell, and join us. And to my returning friends like Harlem Beloved, salute. Now, to kick off our list of 11 men's style status symbols, we're going to talk about one of my personal favorites and something that I never leave the house without. You definitely want to have in your repertoire a quality watch. Great watch isn't just about telling time. It's also about what it says about you. It speaks to discipline, attention to detail, and timeless taste. A man who wears a quality watch shows he values craftsmanship and appreciates subtle luxury. Whether it's a sleek dress watch or a clean everyday piece, a quality watch completes your look and sends a message without you even having to open your mouth. Class never goes out of style, and a quality watch proves that every time. Now, next up on the list, we have an indisputable and one of the strongest style status symbols out there. You never can go wrong with a well-tailored suit. You see, a sharp suit doesn't just make you look good. It also makes you look capable, respected, and in control. It shows you understand presence, presentation, and proportion. The right suit that fits well, clean in the shoulders, tapered waist, and a proper break on those suit pants shows you're a man who moves with intention. And when you have on that well-tailored suit, it just does something. You stand taller, you walk different, and you command the room. So whether you find yourself at a business meeting, on a very important date, or just special occasions, well-tailored suit is a style statement that will never miss. So no matter how casual the rest of the world is dressing, if you want to make a powerful style statement, rock your killer suit. Now, next on the list of 11 men's style status symbols is another one of my personal favorites and the ultimate outerwear statement piece. I'm talking about the classic overcoat or trench coat. A classic overcoat or trench is a straight up power style move and a major status symbol. When the man steps out in a well-cut coat, he's telling the world he understands elegance, layering, and timeless style. Whether we're talking about a camel overcoat or a sleek trench, it instantly elevates even the simplest of outfits. It's mature, it's masculine, and it lets folks know you come to handle business with style. The right coat frames your silhouette, adds presence, and says, I'm not here playing any games. To me, the classic overcoat or trench is a subtle flex that lets the world know I've arrived. Now it's time to get into our footwear bag and talk about the ultimate status symbol when it comes to your foundation of your look. I'm talking about quality leather dress shoes. Now, to me, a great pair of dress shoes are one of the coldest, but somehow most underrated status symbols you can have. That's because your shoes say a lot more about you than you think. They show you know how to carry yourself, you have an attention to detail, and they let the world know you came to impress. Whether it's talking about a classic pair of loafers, brogues, Oxfords, in the footwear department, this means grown man business. The shine, the craftsmanship, the way they complete your look, a quality pair of leather dress shoes is all about confidence and class. Cheap kicks, they may slide in, but quality dress shoes walk in with authority. So whatever you do, fellas, handle your foundation correctly by quality leather dress shoes. Now, next up on the list, it's time to get into the accessories department and the ultimate status symbol when it comes to mystery and cool. I'm talking about a high quality pair of sunglasses. In my opinion, high quality sunglasses are a top tier men's style status symbol because of what they do for you. The right sunglasses don't just block out the sun. They frame your face, add symmetry, they can elevate any outfit and add instant cool. Quality sunglasses let the world know you understand protection, fit, and subtle luxury. The right pair of classic shades that fit your face with no loud logos, no tacky feel. We're talking clean lines, solid construction, and timeless style. And whether you're rocking it with a tee or well-tailored blazer, The right pair of sunglasses shows you pay attention to details, even with the small things. And in style, small things say a lot. So grab yourself a pair of classic sunglasses of high quality. It's a major status symbol. Now, next up, we're going to get into something that once you grab one or two of these, you're going to wonder where they've been all your life. I'm talking about custom dress shirts. Now, this happens to be one of my personal favorite style investments and one of the smoothest upgrades you can have to your wardrobe. That's because when you wear a shirt that fits like it was made for you, because it was, it sends a message that you value precision, presentation, and personal style. With your custom-made dress shirt, say goodbye to balloon sleeves, sloppy collars, and fabric hanging off of you. That precision custom dress shirt gives you that clean, sharp silhouette that instantly elevates your dress or your fits. It's a subtle flex that shows you're not just wearing clothes, you're also investing in yourself. You'll love how well that custom dress shirt drapes your frame, stays tucked in, and of course fits just right. When you're talking about upgrading your wardrobe and having a subtle flex that's a major status symbol, get into custom dress shirts. Now, next up, we're going to get into a way you can make a powerful style statement that has nothing to do with the clothes you wear. A great power move, clear skin. Clear skin is one of the most simple but powerful ways you can make a major statement. You have to keep in mind, your skin is oftentimes the first thing people see. When it's clear, fresh, youthful, smooth, clean, and well taken care of, it tells the world you're a man of discipline, detail, self-respect, and self-care. Clean, clear skin shows you know how to take care of yourself from the inside out. You see, clear skin is a great status symbol because it isn't about vanity. It's about presentation. Just like a well-tailored suit or a fresh haircut, clear, clean skin enhances everything else. Bottom line, when you take care of your skin and your face is right, your confidence shines even brighter. Now, next up on the list of 11 style status symbols I recommend you consider having, we're going back to the accessories department. And I believe a sleek, low-key, but powerful status symbol. I believe every grown man needs a leather weekender bag. When you travel, even just for the weekend, how you carry your things says a lot about how you carry yourself. A sleek, structured leather weekender bag gives off class, maturity, and intention. Forget that canvas duffel bag, that beat-up backpack. When you move with a leather weekender bag, it shows you travel with style and preparation. It's the difference between showing up like a man who just throws things together or a man who's always ready for whatever. Invest in a quality leather weekender bag and look like you belong everywhere you go. Now, next up on the list, we're talking about a classic no-brainer entry, one of the best refined and smooth entries on our list. You never can go wrong with the cashmere sweater. When we're talking about the cashmere sweater, this isn't your average pullover. We're talking about luxury, softness, and quiet confidence. A cashmere sweater lets the world know you value quality over flash and you believe in comfort without compromise. It's lightweight, warm, and it just hits different when layered correctly. Whether you rock it solo or under a well-tailored blazer, it instantly adds sophistication to any outfit. Real style isn't about shouting. It's more about those subtle upgrades. And trust me, the cashmere sweater, that's grown man softness with serious strength behind it. Now, next up, we have a case that if you've been in these style streets on YouTube for any amount of time, you might get some disagreement from other channels. But I'm here to tell you, they're wrong. Our next style status symbol, a minimal leather jacket. And yes, that even includes for us OGs. To me, a minimal high quality leather jacket is one of the strongest status symbols you can have. When you throw on that clean, sleek leather jacket without excessive zippers or over-the-top designs, it gives off confidence, cool, and quiet dominance. It's timeless, it's masculine, and lets the world you know how to make a strong statement without saying a word. And a quality leather jacket is only going to get better with age, just like a real man should. When it comes to that classic leather minimal jacket, it's not about being loud, it's about being memorable. And the minimal leather jacket is an undeniable classic power style move every time. Now, next up on the list of the 11 most powerful men's style status symbols is not only a category, but an overall philosophy. One of the best statements you can make, wear elevated basics. Filling your wardrobe with elevated basics is one of the simplest but smartest moves you can make. I'm talking about high quality tees, hoodies, Sweatshirts, your denim, your sweats. Things you wear every day, but with better fabric, fit, and finish. When your bases are crisp, clean, and intentional, they show you're not just dressing. They say that you're curating your look. No loud logos or trends for you. Just solid pieces that speak for themselves. Elevated Basics shows the world you know how to keep it simple, but never sloppy. Because you need to keep this in mind. Grown man style isn't about being flashy. It's about quiet confidence done right. Okay, so there you have it. My list of 11 men's style status symbols I believe everyone should consider. Now, do me a favor. Let me know in the comment section any style status symbols you believe I left off today's list. And if you enjoyed this video and found it informative, I highly recommend you check out a recent video I did about 11 men's accessories the women love. You can check it out right here.
Hey, that Taylor shirt one, that's facts right there.
Yeah.
Definitely need that. Ain't nothing like a shirt that fits you.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
He don't disappoint, do he?
No, he don't. He don't miss, bro. He don't miss.
Yeah.
It's one thing that I want to get is like a leather jacket. For the longest, I've been wearing pleather, the fox leather. What they call it? You know what I'm saying?
Faux.
Yeah, faux leather. What they call it? FAUX. Faux leather. You know what I'm saying? I need a real like authentic one, man. But
I like the trench
that's
coat.
one thing.
I got something. I found something similar. It's not what I wanted, but I grabbed it anyway just to have one. But yeah, I got to get me a trench coat, 3/4 length. Yeah.
I like that. He offers some great tips. I was never a sunglasses person, but the right style that'll work.
So on to our next segment. It's the record shop. You know, it's Saturday morning. Just left IHOP and in Hyde Park. You know, right down the street is the record shop. You know, you can flip through some vinyl. You know, hey, I need this in my collection. Or if they're playing something nice. Remember one time I went in a record shop, it was a live concert album of Curtis Mayfield. And that shit just sounded so soulful. Had to grab it. Really some cool shit. So what do you guys got for your picks this week?
You want to go first, Jeremy, or you want?
Yeah, I go because I didn't pick an album this week, but I do have a song, and it's probably my top 10 easily like favorite song, and it's UGK and Outkast. It's not international player. That is my song, man. Like it's everything, man. Andre 3000 is even the video is dope. It's a dope song, man.
Yeah,
check it out.
like
Keep your
that.
hearts, 3 stacks. Keep your heart.
International
Dude,
player.
You come up with some good singles like last week when you brought up Benny Siegel. I was like, it's been a minute since I listened to that album, and you kind of brought it up, and I've been kind of jamming it this week. So, kudos,
Bro, you welcome, man.
Mine's a little more speaks to my age, I guess. But Lil Wayne's "Boom" off the Drought. I'm sorry, the Drought 3 album. It's definitely a song I can listen to because I just like Lil Wayne, the old school Lil Wayne. We had all the metaphors, and I even one line in this song just stick with me, and I don't know why. I just like it. The bullshit they talking doesn't come to my knee. I'm a linebacker. Don't run it by me. That's just, it speaks to that classic Lil Wayne, man, and that's hip hop, man. I love it. You know.
For me, my album. I just got an album this week. Again, I'm picking classics. I mean, it doesn't matter how old it is or whatever. I can just put it on and just let it play. And this week, it's the Purple Rain soundtrack.
Oh, man, y'all got some classics, man.
Man,
got some classics.
You can play it straight through. So let's say as an album, or cassette, there's side one and side two. I'm more partial to the first side. You had Let's Go Crazy. Uh, my my favorite two songs off the album back to back, Take Me With You and Beautiful Ones. That's next. Then there's Computer Blue. Yeah, it's just a solid album. You can play it straight through. Like if I really want something bass or percussion feel and I want to blast it, I'm coming around the corner and I want to be heard. It's the second track on Purple Rain. It's called Take Me With You. It's a duet with him and Apollonia. I mean, the drums is just crazy. And Beautiful Ones, it reminds me like my first little, grammar school crush. That's a solid song. And then Computer Blue. Oh yeah, I forgot Darling Nikki's on the first side too. Just a solid album. There's not much more I can say about it.
All right,
So, well, we want to kind of. This was an uh, added segment for this week, being that Mother's Day is coming up. Me and Brandon both have videos we want to share, and I think
yeah,
the tone we're trying to keep. I think I should go first, and once you see it, you'll see why.
Hey, this man, you struggling over there, fella. That man fell off.
Hey.
Hit the wrong button.
I told you, stop messing with that baby oil.
Man, you and that baby oil, man.
You couldn't be more than 5.
You're so fat they have to jack you up to take off your shoes.
Yeah, well, you're so skinny your eyes are in single file.
Well, you're so ugly your ears stick out to get away from your face.
Well, your mama is
Hold it, wait a minute. Don't bring anyone mother into this. She ain't here. If it wasn't for your mother, you wouldn't be here. So remember, when you put down one mother, you put down mothers all over the world. So treat her right. Mother, I always love her. My mother, so treat her right, treat her right. M is for the moan and the miserable groan from the pain that she felt when I was born. O is for the oven with its burning heat, where she stood making sure I had something to eat. T is for the time that she stayed up nights and took my temperature when I wasn't feeling right. H is for the hard-earned money she spent to keep clothes on my back and try to pay the rent. E is every wrinkle I put on her face and every worry that I caused when I stayed out late. The last letter R is that she taught me respect, and for the room up in heaven that I know she'll get. Mother, there is no other like mother, so treat her right. Mother, I always love her. My mother, so treat her right, treat her right.
Treat her right, treat your mother right. Treat her right, treat her right.
My mother, so treat her right, treat her right.
I just want to say, Mr. T is the toughest man in them little ass shorts. I ain't never seen a man with shorts that small and be that damn tough. I'm just saying. I just want to throw that out there.
No, I just find that video hilarious, and I gotta watch it every year. So that was my tribute, but I was trying to be funny at the same time.
All right. Well, I didn't have a video, but I had a poem that I wanted to read for honor of mothers out there. So I'm gonna read it. Here we go. Through every storm and fleeting sun, when all felt lost or just begun, you stood a lighthouse on the shore. Your love a fire, a steady core. When I was weak, you made me strong. You carried me when I was wrong. No judgment case, no questions why. Just open arms and watchful eyes. You loved me loud when I was small, and whispered love when I felt tall. No matter how the winds would blow, your heart remained its constant glow. And hold on. When silence came or time grew wide, you never left. You never tried. Through every phase, both near and far, your love still found me where you are. So here's to you, the truest part, the compass of my beating heart. This Mother's Day, I hope you see that all I am begin with you and me. Happy Mother's Day to mothers out there. Yeah, I ain't get no snaps. Y'all ain't get no snaps.
Beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
All right. Do you want to do our actual affirmations? Because I want to cover my brother Jeremy over here. So you want to do the actual affirmations? I got a poem for that as well. So I'll kick off with that one too. I rise each day with strength anew, a light within, never forever true. The path ahead is mine to tread, with hope alive and fear unfed. I am enough, my soul complete. With every breath my heart repeats, I am worthy of the dreams I seek. Through storms may roar, I will not break. I plant my thoughts in fertile ground, where joy and purpose both are found. I choose to I choose to grow. I choose to heal and trust my voice to feel, to feel. Challenges shape, but do not bind. They forge the fire inside my mind. I walk with courage, not with haste. Each step I take a gift in God's grace. Today, excuse me, today is mine. I claim its light. I shine with love. I rise in might. No need to chase. No need to prove. I simply am. And that's all you need to be true. Affirmation.
That's dope. Say it, brother. Say it, brother. Say it. I don't have any affirmations for this week.
I just covered both of my brothers' things.
Yes, you did. There you go. You gotta dim the lights. Gotta have candlelight. Gotta add a little beret. Burn a little incense.
Another week of What the Fellas Think. I hope you guys were definitely inspired, entertained, and informed. Even with Elroy and his Diddy parties. But yeah, I hope you guys were entertained, inspired, and informed. And to all the mothers out there this weekend, happy Mother's Day to y'all. From What the Fellas Think, definitely honoring all mothers, whether gone or present or up there with the aliens, wherever it is. we love y'all. Shout out to all mothers.
You said it all right there.
Well, like, comment, and subscribe. We gotta end with that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Our audience out there. Yeah. Go across the screen. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Until next time. 48. 47 out. Enter 48.